here to tell you, not only did Elisha see what was going on in the natural, but also he had spiritual eye to see that what was going on in the spirit. And I'm here to tell you, raise your hand if you're the son or daughter of the Most High God. Amen. Well, I'm here to remind you, when the enemy comes in, tries to surround you, you got to see with your spiritual eye. Elisha saw that the army of the Lord was surrounding him, and that's why he prayed and said, God, I need you to fight on my behalf. God, I need you to blind them. And guess what God did? That whole army could not see.
Amen. Glory to God.
Man, you talk about some Avengers type stuff. This is a superhero movie right here. You got Elijah running a horse. I don't know about you, but I guess that's where the Flash got its story. The Spirit of God jumped into Elijah and ran so fast, beat the whole army on foot to the city. That's some Avengers type stuff. DC Comics ain't got nothing on the Word of God.
Glory to God. That's it. That's it.
And I love DC Comics. All the superheroes ain't got nothing on the Word.
What's up? What's up?
But then he said, strike them with blindness. Hey, what did the Lord do? That whole army could not see.
Yeah.
That whole army.
Immeasurable power.
Immeasurable power.
Yeah. Immeasurable power. Glory to it.
I wonder how that would have felt. They're coming in and closing upon Elisha. Elisha saw who was surrounding him. So without fear, with all confidence, he said, God, make them so that they can see. And guess what happened? Imagine you running on a horse, then all of a sudden you can't see. And you're like, what? What just happened? I bet your horse was going everywhere. It doesn't say that in the word. But you know, if you're running somewhere you can see, and all of a sudden you can't see, you going every which way. You talk about confusion and fear. Wait a minute, what happened to my eyes? Man, what a mighty God we serve.
Hallelujah.
But that's not it. Everybody say that's not it.
That's not it.
Come on, so this is what happened. So then not only was the army was blind, but then Elisha told them, this is what blows my mind. You're running towards somebody, you see them. All of a sudden you can't see. Confusion hits you. The same person that commanded you not to see also guides you to another place. Now, in my brain, I would be like, I know that's Elijah talking to me, but these people got bamboozled. This army got hoodwinked because they got led to another area. Here it goes. Verse 19. Then Elisha said to the Arameans, then Elisha said, are y'all hearing me? Then Elisha said, so these people are blind, the same person. Then he said, this is not the way, nor is this the city. Follow me, and I will lead you to the man whom you are seeking. And he led them to Samaria. So actually, let me read the word. Amen. When they came to Samaria, Elisha said, Lord, open the eyes of these men so that they may see. And the Lord opened their eyes and they saw. And behold, they were in the midst of Samaria. Are y'all hearing me? Yeah. When the king of Israel saw them, they said to Elisha, my father, shall I kill them? Shall I kill them? Elisha answered said, you shall not kill them. I'm pretty sure Jerusalem like, what? All right? It was like, wait a minute. You delivered the enemy. This is an easy win. Elisha said, no. Everybody say no.
No.
And then he said here, would you kill those you have taken with your sword and bow? Serve them with bread and water so they may eat and drink and go back to their master. Verse 23, so the king prepared a great feast for them. And when they eaten and drank, he sent them away. And they went back to their master. And guess what? The marauding bands of Aram did not come into the land of Israel again. I'm here to tell you today, isn't it amazing when you're hidden in God? Isn't it amazing when you're hidden in God? So this army that was the army of God surrounded Elisha. Elisha knew that. That's why he wasn't operating in fear. That's why he prophesied the numbers that are for us are greater than the numbers that are against us. I'm here to tell you, when you feel surrounded, when you feel cut off, there's an army with greater numbers that are for you than the enemy that is against you. And that's why you can praise, that's why you can worship, because the battle has already been won.
Amen. Amen.
And when you're hidden in God, the Spirit of the Lord, I choose to believe, the Bible says Elisha said, but I believe it was the Spirit of the Lord speaking through Elisha, and the armies that were blind were sent to a whole nother area, meaning they forgot what they were set out to do. This also tells you how powerful God's love is. God's love is so powerful, He can change the hearts and minds of someone who's been against you. God's love is so powerful, He can change the trajectory of an outcome. He did not let them be killed. He fed them. He gave them drink. And then they were so dumbfounded. Then all of a sudden, those marauding armies did not come back to Israel again. They were here. Elisha was hidden in the bosom of Almighty. Elisha was hidden because there was an army surrounding him. Why? Elisha was connected. Elisha was a child of God. Remember the fourth definition? When something surrounds you, that means it's close, you're connected to that thing. And that was an illustration of what the armies of God do. When you're connected, when the armies of God are connected, are surrounding you, you're connected to the Spirit of God. Therefore, you can hear what the Spirit of God is saying. You're keen to what God is doing, how God wants to move. Elisha wouldn't have been able to do what he did through God if he wasn't connected. I want you to tell your neighbor, you better stay connected to the Spirit of God. Hallelujah.
Yes, sir.
Hallelujah.
Man, oh man.
Hallelujah.
Oh.
Hallelujah. When that happens, we're surrounded by God. I want you to tell your neighbor, I'm surrounded.
I'm surrounded.
Don't tell him, I'm surrounded.
I'm surrounded.
It's a conviction. I'm surrounded. Give God some praise.
Hallelujah. Thank you. Oh, glory. Oh, glory.
Don't forget what happened to King Jehoshaphat, my third and final point. Don't forget what happened to King Jehoshaphat. Turn with me to 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, verses 1 through 9 in closing. Turn with me to 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, verses 1 through 9. Now in your own time, I want you to read all of chapter 19. Okay? But there's some key points. Now here's another story where the Israelites were surrounded. Judah was being invaded. Are y'all hearing me? And it says here in verse 1, 2 Chronicles, chapter 20, verses 1 through 9 says this. Now it happened after this that the Moabites and the Aramites paused. Now you know they were vast armies. Are y'all hearing me today?
Amen.
Vast armies. The Moabites and the Aramites were vast armies. And it's said that those armies had giants in it. Are y'all hearing me? Mm-hmm. They were from the mountains, if I'm not mistaken. So they were about to invade Judea, okay, or Judah, okay? It says, now it happened that after this, the Moabites and the Ammonites, together with some Mennonites, came to make war against Jehoshaphat. Then it was reported to Jehoshaphat, a great multitude has come against you from beyond the Dead Sea, out of Aram. Notice, y'all see that? Aram went against Elisha. Amen? Are y'all hearing me? Mm-hmm. Behold, they are in this plain here. Amen? Verse 3. Then Jehoshaphat was afraid and set himself determinedly as a vital need. He set himself to seek the Lord. And I'm here to tell you, Jehoshaphat was afraid, but what did he do? He set himself to seek the Lord. Sometimes we're going to face some trials. Sometimes we're going to face some circumstances, and fear will try to set in. But I don't believe it's wrong to be afraid, but I want you to be conscious of what's the first thing you'll do when fear tries to step in. So what did Jehoshaphat do? When he saw that fear was coming him, he set himself with the most determination to seek the Lord, and he proclaimed a fast throughout all Judea. Verse 4. So the people gathered together to seek help from the Lord. They didn't seek help from the government. They didn't seek help from 7-Eleven. They didn't seek help from anything else. They sought help from the Lord. Everybody say the Lord.
The Lord.
Loud and clear, the Lord.
The Lord.
It's funny how when we face problems, we seek help from the unlikeliest sources. When we're connected to an all-powerful God, and God is saying, Donald, what are you doing? I'm all-powerful, right? Vince, what are you doing? Noel, what are you doing? Why are you seeking help over there when I've already met your needs? Amen. I am the one you need to come to. So when Jehoshaphat was afraid, what did he do? He sought help from the Lord. He fasted and he prayed because I choose to believe that since he fasted and prayed, he wanted to continue to see the way God